Welcome back. Famous names from Mike Tyson to Terrell Owens have earned hundreds of millions during their careers, only to eventually file for bankruptcy protection. My next guest, no exception. He enjoyed a 13-year professional basketball career that included an NBA championship and multiple All-Star appearances, earning approximately, are you ready, $108 million. Then he filed bankruptcy in 2010. Joining me right now is former NBA All-Star Antoine Walker, along with Morgan Stanley head of global sports and entertainment, Drew Hawkins. Gentlemen, good to see you.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. Antoine, this is a story we talk about over and over again, how you make all this money and then you lose it. What's the big mistake in terms of, tell us your story.
Well, it's lack of education. I think, one, you come in the league at a young age. I came in at 19 years old, very young, didn't even have any knowledge of having money. My first contract was a 3-year, $5.5 million deal. So you become a millionaire overnight, and you don't know what to do with it. We don't understand taxes. We don't understand lifestyles. We create a big, expensive lifestyle for ourselves, and those were some of my problems. I had very expensive lifestyles. I had some fetishes that I like, materialistic things when you think about cars, watches, homes, clothes.
Yeah.
So all those things played a part. And then obviously you get into an investment world that sometimes we don't know about, that you don't learn about in college, and you put your money in the hands of other people that try to take care of it.
This is the story that we've spoken about in the past, Drew. Athletes, they make a lot of money and then they buy a lot of stuff, and then they lose the money.
It is, you know, in creating global sports and entertainment, we wanted to have an opportunity to begin educating these athletes at earlier stages of their lives, starting with student athletes, and being able to get Antoine and Bart Scott involved with what we're doing to give the practical example of not making these mistakes and being better equipped once they come out to start making far more informed decisions about what they need to do and how they need to get it done.
Antoine, does the league, not just the NBA, but also the NFL, where there's so much risk of really life-damaging injury, do these leagues have to take more responsibility for their athletes to make sure that they're giving them not just a few years of great wealth, but kind of a lifetime of sustained financial security?
I think the league needs to do, obviously what global sports and entertainment are doing now, the education part. It can't be a crash course. The league sometimes just does it in rookie transition program where they kind of teach you a little bit about finances. But global sports and entertainment has a situation where they kind of break it down, help you evaluate different areas in life that you don't really think about when you come into the league at 19. And that's what I love about it, having a platform to be able to, one, share my story with them, but also give them some education in a scale where they can really understand it in a small setting where they really get it.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty amazing, actually, that the NBA, so all they give you is kind of an introductory, you know, kind of a quick introduction, and that's it, and then your whole financial life after that is up to you? They don't stay involved in that whole process?
Not really. And it's sad to say they don't really stay involved. Obviously, you get a crash course. It's kind of, you know, over a 4-day period where you hear different stories about finances, but I never had a guy like Antoine Walker standing in front of me talking about his financial situation that makes it real. A guy that's going through the same problems that I went through. So if I'd have had that, I think I would have made better decisions. It doesn't mean I wouldn't have went bankruptcy, but you still would have had better choices and thought process in your mind.
It's a really good point. So what's the #1 most important value that athletes need to understand?
You know, it's similar to basketball. We're at the championship coming up tonight. We want these guys to think about drafting the right team, having a game plan, and sticking to that game plan out of the gate. As Antoine indicated, these individuals are millionaires overnight, multimillionaires, and they don't have a lot of background or experience in what they're doing. So getting their grasp around this immediately and being able to leverage the information and people like Bart and Antoine that are out there telling their story that they can relate to because they've gone through these situations historically.
Yeah, you really, it's such an important subject. Drew, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Drew Hawkins there. Antoine, stick